Here's your trigger warning: narcissistic discard example. How come you act like you don't love me anymore? Because I don't. I never loved you. Let me look at you. You never loved me. After you had nothing when I first met you. I've done so much for you. Well, I didn't ask you to do any of that, and it's pretty manipulative of you to try to hold it over my head. I'm not trying to manipulate you. I'm just trying to show you that I've always been there for you. I've always had your back, and now you're turning yours on me. I'm not turning my back on you. I'm just moving on to make my life better because you don't like you. I don't feel the same way about you. Like you don't look the same, you don't talk the same, you don't act the same. Because I lost myself trying to give you everything. I threw all myself into this relationship. Again, nobody asked you to do any of that. You did that on your own. So now you're crying. You see, that's another reason I'm leaving. You're way too emotional. The tears are not going to change anything. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. I am self-aware, diagnosed narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, better known as Mental Healness, from Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You know where to find me at. This is your first time tuning in, seeing my face. I use my platform to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, and also validate the victims and survivors of said disorder. This series is dedicated to making my TikToks and YouTube shorts longer. They are 30 seconds or less. This is going to be a lot longer than 30 seconds, I can guarantee you that. So, the TikTok you just watched was, just a quick skit I did about the narcissistic discard right there. What I mean, if you're new here, if you have no experience with dealing with narcissistic abuse or, narcissistic traits or toxic traits and things like that, the discard is when they, pretty much get rid of you. Discard. Throw you away. Shoot you in the, like the piece, they ball you up like a piece of paper and shoot you away like Kobe, and there can be many reasons why they do this. There just can't be. You don't want to deal with that type of stuff right there. But like in this example right here, you see this person has taken I see this happen so much, y'all. This is one of the worst discards that can happen. Is when you find somebody that's kind of, it's gonna sound bad, but like they might be beneath your social status. Somebody that people question you being with. Like, why are you with this person? Like, you have this going on. You have this going on. What are you doing with this person? Like, what's the plan here? Like, what's the goal of being here with this person right here? What do you get out of this? And then you trying to figure it out, and then like you want to build somebody up. You're a nice person. You're a good person. Y'all, it's not about the social status or the money or whatever. Y'all have this chemistry. You typically got love bomb. Love bomb, love cheeks clap, whatever. All this stuff happens, and you immerse into this relationship dynamic where you are the kind of a caretaker or whatever. You help build this person up. You help get them a job. You help get them a car. You help to get them back in school. You help elevate this person. And then you're doing that while the only thing they're giving you in return is their presence. Like, they're not giving anything to you in return. You just and people keep questioning. Your friends are asking you, like, what are you doing? Like, that person is using you. Y'all don't work together. Y'all don't mesh together. And questioning, like, this is what happens sometimes when you're dealing with with people that are dealing with narcissists. You question them. You make them double down on their decisions. People don't want to be proven wrong. They want to be proven right. Like, people want to say, I told you so. And y'all can hop in the comments section and get mad, but a lot of people do want to say, I told you so. They want to go against the grain sometimes and prove other people wrong. So you focus on that. You say that type of stuff. So that if you just like, you look dumb with this person treat you terribly, they're going to double down on you and get treated and like, what's I tell you? It's going to get better. It's going to get better. So you are sitting in this relationship thinking it's going to get better, going against all your friends and family. You're losing your friends and family. You're giving your all to this person, and guess what? You end up building this person up to a version of themselves that you just like, I like this version socially, but emotionally they're disconnected from me. They end up leaving you. And then they'll say, just like I did in the skit, I didn't ask you to do any of that. You didn't have to do any of that. And they'll make you feel guilty for doing it. They'll make you feel guilty about saying stuff like that to them. It's like, wow, you really think you built me up? I didn't ask you to do that. You did it already. I thought you did it out of the kindness of your own heart. I guess you didn't. I guess you were really just a user, right? I guess you were just using people correctly. That's what you want to do, right? I guess you're just using me. You were using me. I wasn't using you. I didn't ask you to do that. You were using me to fulfill your little need of being alone. You're scared to be alone. They'll get you. They'll discard you after you get. That's why I tell people, make sure that you're getting a benefit from this relationship. Like, what are you doing? And the relationship is like, when I say relationship, it doesn't have to be an intimate relationship. It could be your parents, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your friends, your coworkers. What is the benefit that you're getting from this relationship? If you think you're dealing with a narcissist, what is the benefit? You think you're dealing with a toxic person, what is the benefit? What if it goes? I'm always, I'm skeptical a lot of times. Like, what if this goes wrong? I know a lot of people like to have the optimist. You want to be optimist, right? So you always want to focus on what if everything goes right. But what if it goes wrong? What if this blows up in your face? Like, that's why I tell people, like, this is off topic a little bit. That's why it's like, before you mess with a coworker, before you mess around with your boss, before you cross the boundary of being friends, go from friends to lovers or whatever, what if this blows up? Are you okay with not having this person in your life as a friend anymore? Are you okay with going to work every day, seeing somebody that, they clapped your cheeks the night before, talking to somebody else, or going, sneaking in the break room to go clap somebody else's cheeks or get their cheeks clapped? What are you gonna do? Are you willing to see that? Because there's a lot of times, a lot of people don't think about that. They don't think too far ahead of their cheeks. Pretty much, it's just like, well, we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. But then you come to the bridge, you're like, I don't want to cross. Your knees get all wobbly. I don't want to cross this bridge now. And that can lead to you being discarded. I'm always like I said. I always say, don't put all people say it all the time, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Because you put all your eggs in one basket, you drop the basket, all your eggs crack correctly. You mean? I'll always be able to, in case that person leaves you, like this right here, like this example right here, where you give your all to somebody. Literally your all. You give your everything to this person, like your time, effort, energy, love, care, affection, all of that stuff you give to them, and then they end up leaving you for somebody else. You're going to be broken. Who else is going to be there for you? So then, instead of you being, because you wanted to hold on so tightly because you were trauma bonded and love and stuff like that, and you wanted to say, I told you so, people are going to say it to you. And then here you go trying to make it work, begging and pleading somebody that left you to come back to you. If you have beg a person to come back to you, that person is going to, you lose. I'm just going to say that right now. Especially if you're dealing with a narcissist and you're begging them to come back to you, you lose. They're in control of your life now. I promise you. Because if you're begging, they're going to make some kind of crazy ass demands. You want me back in your life? Cut off all your friends and family. Move across the country with me. Quit your job. Get rid of your best friend. Don't talk to her no more. Don't talk to him anymore. Cut them all off. You'll do it because guess what? You're so in love. You'll do it and isolate yourself. Now you're isolated. Now you lose again. What are you gonna do? What is the point, y'all? Because narcissists, like, they'll discard you for anything. And like the stuff, I'm gonna say this too. Because you're doing so much for them, they'll resent you for doing stuff for them. Because you're in a position of power, because you're in a higher social status than them, because you look better than them, you're doing all this stuff for them, out of the kindness of your heart. A lot of narcissistic people don't like charity. They don't like to be given stuff. Because when you give somebody something like that, when you help build them up, you get them a job, you get them a car, you did all this. That sounds like a child you're taking care of, not a grown person. You help build somebody up, and they're not helping build you up. Like you're building their foundation. You're laying the bricks, and you're laying the bricks and mortar of their foundation. You're building them up from the ground up. What are they doing for you, other than their presence? You know what I mean? Other than their presence, what are they doing other than clapping your cheeks and making you laugh? What are they doing? Literally. When you building up that foundation of bricks or whatever, you'll leave one little hole around the part so they can still clap your cheeks. What are you doing? What are they giving back to you? I always ask that. What are they giving? What are you getting from this? Because if you get discarded, what's next for you? If y'all break up, what is next for you? Because those are pertinent questions. You have to ask yourself these questions, because if you don't, you're going to lose. And y'all know I get my little supply for helping you win. So ask yourself this question. If you help build them up, if you don't help build them up completely, if you don't give them all your time, effort, energy, and resources, how would they react? Would they get mad at you? Hey, I need this car. Can you help me out this car? Hey, look, my credit, I got too much stuff on my credit. You got to do it on your own. Well, wow, I thought you loved me and cared about me. Wow, you don't really want to help build me up, really, do you? Wow. What are they going to do? That's how you test them, y'all. Take some things away. Don't give them every single thing. Because when you do that, they will resent you for it. They will resent you for giving them stuff. They will resent you. Then when it comes time, when they don't need you anymore, they're going to get rid of you. and it's gonna feel good to them. Because sometimes they'll smile when they discard you. When you're crying, when you're crying and they get rid of you, when they discard you or whatever, they break up with you, when they cut you out of there, like say, hey, this is over, they're gonna be, when you be crying and begging, they're probably gonna be emotionless and smiling and smirking and something like that, because they get pleasure out of it. Because how dare you give them all this stuff? How dare you be better at life than them? How dare you be in a better position than they are? How dare you? That's the mindset right there, y'all. How dare you? Did my light go off? Yep. Yep. How dare you? Look, I think it was Tom. There you go. Sorry. I was like, well, I feel like I was on a comedy stage and they get the arrow up, or the arrow to get off the stage. But yeah, protect yourself from getting discarded, y'all. What are they doing for you to do all this stuff for them? What are they doing? What have they done to earn this? And the discard can come for any reason, y'all. It can come for literally any reason. They can just feel like they outgrown you. They can feel like they've drained all your resources, time, effort, energy, and they could have just been using you the whole time to build themselves up to go treat somebody else better. Because now, guess what? When you got them, sometimes this is the truth. Sometimes y'all find these terrible men and terrible women that are in awful positions in life, and you see that person, you like, okay, cool. Let's say you had a string of bad relationships. You see this person that's funny, cute, whatever, that person, but they don't have anything going for themselves. You see this person, like, nobody else is gonna want them. This is perfect for me. So you pick this person because you don't think anybody else will want them. And guess what? They know that. Because when you start doing all this stuff for them, you're like, oh, you trying to build me up. You must think I'm not good enough for you because you're trying to build me up. Got it. Okay, cool. So when you finish building me up, I'm gonna take everything away from you. I'm gonna leave you. You're gonna build me up? Wow. Okay, got you. You don't think anybody else wants me? Because guess what? When you build them up, you put them in a different social status. You make them look differently, feel differently about themselves. You restore their confidence. So now they have more options. And then they replace you. And then they get rid of you. Thanks for helping build me up. Thank you for helping build me up. You're gonna make my next relationship so much better because I don't have to start from the bottom. I'm already here. Thanks. Thanks for giving me a job with you. So when I'm treating my new girlfriend or my new boyfriend, I'm gonna make sure I bring him up to work to see you. Think about that stuff, y'all. I'm not telling you to not help people. I'm just saying make sure you're helping the right people. So anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. The discard can happen for any reason. Be blessed. Take care of yourself. Stay empowered. Turn on notifications and like and subscribe for more. Mental Illness is out. Peace.